I was only missing 1 strength from it.
So last week, you had finished up in Sunstar Ruins, and you headed off back to Saltkuma to do some selling of the items you picked up along with the gems. And through all of your selling of items, it was definitely worth it to go to the ruins, and you got over 4,000 gold worth in stuff, and probably even more in the items that you're keeping. You did some shopping in Saltkuma, and then continued on your way back to the base. And thankfully, the base had not been destroyed whilst you were gone. However, once you were travelling through the desert, as that was the fastest way to get back to Saltkuma, you were greeted by your friendly red dragon, Forskalashka Massacre, as he dropped a very large bear-like creature in front of you, as he requested you to cut out a pearl from within its stomach. You did so and handed the pearl to him, and as reward, he left you the body to carve up for meat for the night. Forskalashka Massacre then flew straight back off to the north. And once you were doing some resting in Saltkuma, around the times you were selling your items, you came across the band of knights and mages who had come into the inn through a teleportation portal. And they told you they were following the ley lines of the said pearl. You told them that the dragon headed up north, probably towards Enkis, or somewhere in between Enkis and the south, and they continued on their travels to hunt down the dragon. You then decided you were going to return to the ruins just northeast of your base, where that orc was and where you freed Calmore from. And upon arriving there, you found there was a lot more orcs and a lot less humans this time, to a count of 7 orcs. Though thankfully you had one of your guard units with you and were able to deal with them, not easily, but you dealt with them, taking quite a few hits through the battle, and the guard unit using all of their arrows in the combat.
And some they didn't have.
And some they didn't have. They shot about 28 arrows more than they had. And we'll continue the session from there.
Okay, so we've just looted all these corpses and everything. And it's already nightfall.
It is not nightfall. It is just that you are in a thick part of the forest that's kind of blocking out what sun there would be. And the sun is kind of low in the sky right now. It would be around afternoon to evening.
And I can't hear any other noises after the orcs.
Roll perception. You turn to look around your surroundings, as well as keeping an ear open, trying to hear past the shuffling of your guards as they reload and rearm themselves. You don't hear too much in the way of movement or shuffling besides the noises of the forest.
Okay. Then, and what time of day is it then, if it's just a thick part of the forest?
It's currently 4 p.m.
Okay. Then we will make our way into the ruins a little more, cautiously, making sure not to, making sure to listen out for any movement.
Yep. And just a reminder, our forest does not have any channels left.
Okay. And this is a well in the middle here, or is it like a busted tower?
No, they're busted towers.
Okay.
As you move closer, well, into this clearing, you see plenty of destroyed stone and rubble around, with some kind of outlines of buildings and towers. They seem rather old, as moss has started to grow over them, making it look very unkept. Though you don't see any signs of a establishment by the orcs.
Okay, well, after thoroughly checking the area, making sure it's clear, we brought wagons, didn't we?
Yes. You brought 2 wagons.
That's right.
You brought 2 large ones because you had like 2 guards on each with you guys on them as well, with Frecky by side.
Yep. Because we were here with the intention of gathering some stone.
Yes.
Very cool. So I asked the guard unit and Alferis if they need a 5-10 minute rest before we start loading up the wagons, or was it quite an intense fight?
Well, since you're offering it, they'll take a 10-minute rest.
Okay, then we take a 10-minute rest and then get started on hauling some of the stone onto the wagons. I intend to be back at the fort by nightfall. It's just we'll spend about as much time until we have to head back.
Yep. Roll strength.
Wow, that's poor. Is Alferis helping?
Yeah, I rolled his strength first.
Oh yeah, so you did.
Alright, so from the few hours of you starting to move rubble around, you get 23 gold worth of the stone into the carts.
And at a look around, am I able to get an idea of roughly how much gold or stone is here?
You can... That'd be a knowledge engineering check.
Okay, so it might be worth bringing... Is it Dunban out here?
Yeah, Dunban.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then we, being that we didn't bring any food or anything, we head back to the fort.
And back to the fort you go. And where have I put your amount of stone?
It's right beside the inn.
Lump it together with that.
Yep. We unload the wagons and then head in. Tell people of our exploits against the 7 orcs.
And since you have the backup of the guard unit, they're gonna kind of agree that you did so and not question it.
Yeah.
Like they did with you
Assholes.
fighting 20-odd bandits on your own.
Yeah. Freaking assholes. And I'll approach Dunban and tell him that we're hoping to head back out again tomorrow to the ruins. Perhaps he should come along and get an estimation on how much stone is here or there.
I hope you're bringing quite the escort. If there's 7 orcs that you killed, they might. I don't want to kind of go there and protect it.
Well, you can wait with the wagons. We'll take the same 4 guards. Well, we'll take 4 guards with us again. Me and Alferis will be there. Can't take any more than that, otherwise we can't leave the fort unguarded.
Alright, seems fine.
Yep.
Have you already paid the guards the extra money for bringing them along?
I don't think we did, and I can't remember how much we said either.
You said you're giving them a gold each for fighting the wolves? Or the bears? You had a fight in the forest with them. I don't know if you paid them a gold each for that
And
yet.
we actually brought back a bunch of food, if I remember right. A bunch of meat.
Yes. It should have been 20 or 25 days worth of bear meat.
Yeah, I'm opening it up, Bill. That's where I would have put it.
And did you already take off the arrows that the guards used?
No.
They used 40 arrows.
Okay.
They pretty much got an even split of what they shot and got back.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm missing so much stuff off of these sheets, unless I put it on the wrong one by accident. But yeah, you said 25 days worth. Actually, I think I put it straight on the fort supplies.
You might have done. I remember you saying you're putting it somewhere just because it'd be easier because you're going
Yeah,
straight back to the
I'm
fort.
pretty sure I put it straight on the fort supplies. So. And it was 2 gold for each guard, was it?
Yes.
And I will give them 3 gold per guard because of the orcs.
Alright. That'd be 12 gold in total since there was 4 of them and 3 gold each.
Yep.
Did you not also say you were going to spend some days making arrows at some point, or is that going to be later?
It'll be later.
Okay, do you have enough arrows to fill them back up from the fort then?
Yep.
Alright.
And it was minus 40.
Yes.
See if I can find them. There we are.
And are they going to continue carrying a quiver each, or do you want them to have more now?
The ones that are going out can take an extra quiver each.
Alright.
There are still 300 arrows in the fort. 280 of them are dotted at sconces. The rest are in the watchtower.
Yep.
But we'll need to make some more, because I don't like being that low on arrows.
But those 4 guards now have 160 arrows between them.
Cool. And I will approach Salak about going back to the fort again to haul more stone, and ask her if she wants to send the same 4 guards or if she wants to switch them out so that they...
She will rotate them.
Okay. I suspected as much. And then yeah, we'll settle down for our meals for the night. How many meals are we on now? It's 9
You
hours.
have... There are 31 people, not including you.
So 32 people, 1 wolf.
Yes.
So 17 meat, 16 veg.
And thankfully, I rolled a 1, so nothing happens tonight. I'll do the day stuff. There is 1 day left until you need to pay everyone their money, and the next delivery of feed and such is coming in 3 days.
Cool. Yeah, and with that we just get up early, hitch the wagons, and head back out.
I need to bring on the new affairs because he doesn't have his
Plate.
channels. There we go.
Ah.
I also need to do his spells. Are there any spells in particular you want Alferus to have?
With him today?
Yes.
Does he have anything to buff strength?
Yes.
And perhaps something to light up the
he
woods as well?
He has ball strength that gives you a +4 enhancement to strength for 6 minutes. And you say for light?
Yep.
Well, he has the cantrip of light, which you can just use over and over again.
Yep.
But it's only on one thing.
Tree in the middle will work, or a tree near where the current work is. Aside from that, just if he's depending on how many spells he has, like something to cure just in case of battles and that sort of thing.
He gets cure spells just because of his domain, so he always has one of each, and all of his spells can be changed into cure spells.
Okay. In which case, a couple of ball strength to help moving stuff.
The ball strength won't really affect you moving stuff, it doesn't last long enough.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, then just his usual blesses and whatnot.
Alright. I'll keep him as what he normally has then.
Yep. And the light's a cantrip, so yeah, that's fine. Let me see what spells I have with me today. I get 2 level 1s and a level 2, right?
It would say on your spells per day list. If you've put it in there.
3 level 1s. And
you gain bonus from your casting stat, which the table should figure out for you as well.
Yeah, so oh, that's not it. So how do I get it to reset each day? Or do I just have to manually put them in each day? Because when
you've got to manually put in the prepared.
Okay. So spells / day should be the total amount I have.
Spells per day is not the total. That's how many you can do. The spells left is how many you've got prepared and how many you've actually used. If you have 0, you have no spells left.
Yeah, but my spells left is 3 and my spells a day is 2, so I don't know if it's a mistake somewhere.
You might have prepared 1 too many spells. Because the left is what you've prepared.
Okay. But the spells a day is the maximum spells I have?
Yes.
Okay. So I get 2 level 1s and 1 level 2. I'm going to take Alarm. And a Cure Light Wounds. And Abundant Ammunition. Okay, that's my spells sorted. And yeah, we load up the wagons and head straight back out.
Well, as you're heading out, you're being greeted by a friendly face.
Is it a certain red face?
No. Why would you see a red face? That sounds stupid.
Does it have some big old friendly wings?
Could do. So as you saddle up the horses, get on the wagons, and head off back to the ruins just to the northeast, a lone traveller kind of goes into the opposite direction of you.
Ah. Cool, I was hoping I'd see him again.
From looking at the lone lizard folk, you can assume it to be Chair, who you met quite a few weeks ago, who joined you in camp that one night.
Yep. Hey there, Chair. Haven't seen you in a while. What brings you back this way?
Ah, Aramis. It has been quite some time, hasn't it? I'm traveling.
Anywhere in particular?
I shall be heading down to Satkuma.
I heard talk of a monk roaming around in these parts as I got to town the last time. Would that have been you, by any chance?
Possibly. I am of the monk vocation.
I see. Are you heading to Satkuma for anything in particular, or?
Yes, I have a delivery job of sorts from Oteri.
Ah, so you deliver goods.
Not normally, but it's hard to get work in this world. My profession is not exactly sought after.
How do you feel about bandits?
I normally feel them on my knuckles.
Excellent. And do you have a place to stay, or are you roaming often?
The places I stay are normally of the tavern and inn variety.
Would you like a place to live? We have a fort not too far from here. In fact, we just left. And you seem like a good enough person. You're quite welcome to join us there.
Why the sudden change in disposition?
I wouldn't say necessarily a change of disposition was there. It's more, we know you a little better now. I didn't know you at all before, and
How
to be
do you
honest
know
with you,
me better?
and well, you didn't attack us in the night. And to be honest with you, so far every lizard man I've seen have been bandits trying to, well, steal from the wagons.
Most humans I see are bandits.
This is true, and I don't trust them either. Not before I get to know them a little.
Is
Anyway.
this base you speak of those ruined towers?
No, but though we are on our way there now, trying to recover some of the stone.
He means your ruined towers
Oh,
down
okay.
the base.
Then yes, though we have some walls and everything now, and a guard tower.
It's been quite some time since I passed through. You have been busy.
We have. We've fought off quite the amount of bandits so far. But more friendly faces are more than welcome. In fact, we're on our way now to some other ruins nearby to salvage some of the stone. Hopefully we can put that stone to better use with perhaps upgrading our walls to stone walls.
Well, walls will keep you safe.
They will.
what are you suggesting then?
Well, if you're always looking for work, I'm sure we can find plenty of work for you around here, around the fort. There's plenty to be done. Currently we're building an inn, so right now we have a couple of towers. They're quite cramped for the time being, but the inn should be built in less than a month. And
I don't have any particular crafts. I'm more a teacher. But not many people to teach nowadays.
What do you teach?
Martial arts.
Seems like something that might come in handy. We do have some guards that are being trained in group work, but I'm sure some additional skill in martial arts might be appreciated for some.
You already have a trainer. Anybody I might know?
Let me check her name because I can't. Oh, it's Kalak.
Ah, Kalak. I know her well.
Good things, I hope.
It depends on who side you're on.
Well, she's on our side. At least I think.
Used to be quite the strong woman within the bandit gangs.
Yeah, she certainly put up a fight when we found her. I found her in passed out after a battle, like she just collapsed, taking down probably 20-30 bandits who had assaulted her.
Oh, what tales. I think I might go talk to her. It'd be a fine conversation.
As I said, you're quite welcome. And I find myself heading to Sokuma quite often myself, so you're more than welcome to catch a ride with us next time we head down to finish your current business. Though I don't know when we'll next be going, so I don't know if you have a time scale on that.
Well, my current job has me doing quite the rounds. I can probably go to your base within 20 days.
Sounds good. Well, when you finish your current job, feel free to stop by, decide, see how the fort is, see whether you want to stick around. You're quite welcome, as I said. The more friendly faces, the better. Hope to one day start expanding out that fort and pushing back from these bandits, giving the good folk someplace decent to stay, rather than have to be mugged and raped and pillaged from all these bandits on a regular basis. I'm tired of the world we're currently in.
As are many others. But it'll be a long time before you can stop it all.
Yep, well, baby steps.
Baby steps indeed.
At least we're doing something, as opposed to everybody else who are just too afraid.
Well, you can't do much when you're dead.
This is very true.
I shall wish you luck on your ruin excavations.
Thank you, and good luck with your job. Hopefully we'll see you after a short time. Shall I let Kalak know you're coming to visit?
Oh no, I want it to be a surprise.
I see. Can I get a sense motive to see if he actually is friendly towards her?
Yep. You can always roll sense motive. Unless somebody's like in full plate. Then you don't have to get their voice to go on.
Yeah, it's not great.
You're not too sure on his intentions.
Okay. Well, until later then, Chair.
Good travels.
Thank you, you too.
and he will continue heading in the opposite direction of you.
And we make our way on towards the ruins.
So give me a sec. There you go.
Nice.
You return to the ruins, and those bodies are no longer there. And as you get back to the ruins, you don't see any more bandit activity, nor any signs of orc movement.
Cool. Well, noticing that, we get the wagons into position and continue on with loading up stone.
Drink rolls.
Yep, just opening it up. That's better than yesterday. Oh well, that less so.
And since you're here straight away, you have more time to do this.
Mm-hmm. So this guard unit are all starting, they all just seem to keep on dropping stones onto their feet.
Yeah. Good for they've got steel shoes.
Dented steel shoes at this point.
Yep. Did you want to spend the rest of the day doing this, and then going back to the base?
Yep.
Okay.
And
Right,
I
well,
will cast alarm as well, just to give us a heads up if anyone comes, so we don't need to keep so much of a watch out.
That's fine.
Now, I haven't put any stars or anything on any of these spells yet, so...
How dare you? That wall of text.
Yep. Oh, 2 hours a level, that actually lasts quite a while.
That'll last 14 hours.
Nice. Which is going to be way more than we're actually doing anyway.
Yep. You're only doing this like for 8 hours or something.
Yep.
And through moving all this, you'll get 84 gold worth of stone.
And I'll approach Dunban and ask him how much stone he thinks is left in these ruins to be recovered.
He says you're about halfway, and he estimates you have about 90 gold worth of stone left here to gather.
Okay, cool. Well, all this stone should go a long way towards upgrading our walls, unless you can think of a better purpose for it.
No, I think the walls would be best for this kind of stone. It's definitely the kind of wally stone and slabs.
I see. Is that a technical term?
Yes. Don't question anybody about it though.
I see. Very well. Only the walliest stone for our walls, hey?
Yes.
Very well.
Alferis is also just gonna heal Freki.
Cool.
For a 9. Freki would have also healed his hit die when you rested. So I think he's on 5.
I think he's on 6. That's not Freky's sheet, that's Bill's. What level is he? Same level as me, right?
Yes.
So he's level 7, he's got 6 hit die. Okay. And yeah, once we finish loading up the wagons, then we head on out back to the fort.
And you return to the fort with your stone.
And I make a point of mentioning how another purpose for removing the stone is it removes bandits' cover and reason to camp in this particular spot.
It's not much of a cover, really. It's only
Not
about
really, but
3 walls that they can hide behind. Though it is a sort of gathering place for them, at least for the orcs.
Yep, and I don't particularly care for them gathering this close. I don't know about you.
I'm in total agreement with you.
Then yeah, I will make a point of mentioning... Actually, I will let the people know that we'll take a day of rest tomorrow, and I'll spend the day making arrows.
Alright.
And then we'll get back to the stone the day after. Let all the guards have a chance to rest their achy breaky arms, and apparently their broken feet.
Hmm.
And yeah, we prepare meals and head down for the night.
And again, I'm rolling really badly or well, and no encounter tonight.
Nice.
You have 12 supplies left, which is 3 days worth of work.
Okay.
And people need paying.
Yep, sort that as soon as I finish sorting meat. You said 3 days worth of work?
Yes.
In which case I'll make arrows today, the day after that we'll pick up wood, and the day after that we'll do stone.
So people need to be paid 56 gold and 175 silver.
Okay, that's people paid. And I pay the guardsmen that went with us again an extra gold each, as was the agreement for the other group for taking stone.
Yep. Oh, you're running low on the silver.
Yep, for now. And then yeah, we settle down for the night. Oh, it already passed, and we don't settle down for the night because we already did that. I'm going to roll to craft my arrows. Spend the day doing this. I'll leave Alferes to do what he would like.
Alferes is going to spend the day checking everybody for wounds and any illnesses.
Cool. Wow. I'm going to use my inspired trait, which lets me roll twice and take the better of the two. Can only do it once a day.
Is it for skill checks as well?
Yeah, it's skill checks and
Alright.
ability checks, I think it was it. There we go, that's a bit better.
Even though you did traps that time, not bows.
Oh, sorry, yeah, hang on. It's still a bit better.
It'd be 5 plus 7, so 12. Why don't you use the macro I made for you?
Because I've taken it off the hotbar, and it's just quicker to hit the skill button.
But now it gives me all the rules for the bows.
Oh, so I need to actually... I can use the macro instead, it's just using it from my character sheet So I didn't realise it was that big of a deal.
Well, it saves time having to look for the DC.
Do you want me to roll it again on the macro?
Yes. You're doing it per day, aren't you? So it'd be divided by 10.
Where is my character? There it is. There you go.
Yeah, it'd be 12. So you actually got a 12.
$14.4. Is that how many arrows? How many quivers of arrows?
No, that's your crafting value. So you crafted 14 gold, and arrows is 1 gold. So you craft it in 14 times the time. So instead of 8 hours, it's divided by 14.
Well, instead of doing it like that, can we do 14 quivers worth? Would that work?
No, because you can fail.
Okay.
But you craft 1 quiver in half an hour.
Okay. So a material for arrows, I'm assuming, because it's at 120, it's 20 arrows.
Yes, that'd be 20 arrows.
Yeah, I was just checking if that's how we were doing it, or if I'd bought 120 quivers worth. It's been a while since we bought them. And since I did it so quickly, I will attempt to do it again.
Right, you make another quiver of arrows.
And I'm going to aim to do this 5 times.
Yep.
That's 4 and number 5, I think.
And
Would be
that'll be a fail.
Yeah, that's fine. At least I failed on the last one. Do I lose the material?
Yes. Actually, no, you're at 12. Pretty sure you keep it then. I double check. Pretty sure it's 5 for losing the materials. Yeah, you're fine. You don't lose the materials, you just lose the time.
Okay. And that's the day pass, I assume?
Yep.
Then we settle down for our meals. I ask our Ferris how everyone's doing.
You let her know that most people don't have any real health issues besides sore backs from sleeping conditions.
I see. And the guard tower, they don't have any bunks or anything like that, do they?
They have room to sleep, but it's not a good place to sleep.
Yeah. But when I say like bunks, I mean, do they have any kind of bed in that guard tower, or is it just a space on the floor?
I can double check, pretty sure it doesn't.
While you're doing that, I'll sort food for the day. When did the supply caravan come? Was it tomorrow?
Fly caravan comes in 2 days. So after this one, after the next. So 2 days away.
Okay, then I let people know that we'll need to hunt tomorrow.
No, the guard post does not have sleeping quarters.
Okay.
So it doesn't have beds or anything.
I'll ask Dunban how much, whether it's worthwhile picking up some the material to build some bunks or something, just for the meantime. We can always move them into the guard post once we actually the barracks once we build it.
He said you could do, but it might just be better to buy the bed straight up.
Just buy beds.
Yeah.
Do we have space for beds?
Well, if you're getting the materials for them, you might as well just buy the beds as they are and put them in the guardhouse, since it has the bottom floor and the top floor. You could put about 2 beds in the guard post.
And then they could cycle through, like rotate through them at least.
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay. Then I will look into doing that. Are we better off just buying pre-built beds and sticking them on the back of a wagon, or buying the material and building them ourselves?
You'd be better off buying the actual beds because you have no one who's actually a crafter of that material, of that thing.
Okay. Then the next time we head to Stockholm, I shall pick up a couple of beds. I let the guards know that I intend to do so as well. In terms of size, how big is a bed going to be? Is it 2 tiles?
Yes.
So in theory I could put 4 beds in the tower with all the workmen as well.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And when it comes to building the inn, like, does that cost include all the furnishings, or is that going to be something
Yeah,
I'm
it
going to have to
does.
go out and buy? Okay.
It's already furnished.
So are we able to potentially borrow beds from the inn that's not built yet?
No, because it hasn't got that part finished.
Okay.
The lodging's the last thing to do, so...
But if I were to pick up beds, would it be possible to pick them up from the beds that are going to have already been ordered for the inn? Or use the beds that I've like basically use the beds that I'm buying now to place into the inn once it's done, that sort of thing.
You can do.
Yep. Then I'll do that, because why have extra beds when I don't need to? They're going to be in the way as it is, so for the time being it's only a temporary measure. Okay, and then we rest for the night. Can't remember if the day already passed for this day or if that was the other day.
Nope, it's past now.
Okay, cool. Then I approach Salok, have her gather the 4 guards that are coming out today. We hitch up the wagons, head out, and I let people know that we will be hunting again today before hitting up the stone.
Oh goody, hunting.
I turn around and say, if we don't, then we'll have no meat for tonight and it'll just be vegetables, and I'm sure you guys would appreciate some meat.
They appreciate an easy job.
Yeah, well, they don't get paid well for an easy job.
You gonna roll survival?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. There you go. I forgot. 31, 34, 35, 36.
you find a set of 6 foxes or 8, a set of 4 boars or 6, and a set of 3 bears or 5.
We'll take the 5 bears again.
Of course you are.
Well, I give it the troops the option of the 6 boars or the 5 bears. And point out that I think there's more meat to be gotten from the 5 bears than the 6 boars, but it's up to them.
Well, they know you want to go for the bears, so just say bears.
Okay. We should have to find a way to put all these bear pelts to good use.
Yes. Give me 1 sec.
And I'm assuming the guard picked up extra arrows this time round.
Yep. They have 160 like you asked. You head into a clearing of trees next to a stream, following the tracks of the bears. And as you notice, 2 rather close to you trying to fish in the river.
Is it too late to say that I would have changed my spells?
Yes.
Knowing that I was hunting. Okay. What was the other one I took? Okay, that's not too bad. I will cast Abundant Ammunition on myself.
Alright, so I don't need to count your ammo then.
Nope. I'd considered picking up 2 of that so I could cast it on the guard unit's quivers, but I don't know if it's going to be like 4 quivers or if they've just got 1 stack of arrows dumped onto the ground, like stabbed into the ground by them that are all pulling from.
They'll have 8 quivers.
Yeah, not going to cast that on them.
Alferus will use Bless. And the bears are going to hear all the commotion of people chanting to themselves.
That's kind of a pain. Okay. Where my token was on the screen, it was hovering over my hotbar. So it's like, it's covering the initiative button.
Alright, Aramis, you go first.
Gonna rapid shot the closest bear.
First one will hit, second one is a miss, and the third one will hit.
Okay. just see if I can figure out this move thing. Nope, that wasn't it. So I click on the token and hold spacebar.
You don't hold it, you press it.
Press spacebar. And then, like, I see its outline go to this other spot. Do I just push it again or something?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that didn't do it.
When you're moving the token with left click, just keep moving it around and then press space whenever on the screen.
Yeah, I still can't figure out what I'm doing wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's far enough. $45, that's his movement, right?
His movement is 50.
Oh, in that case he can move another 5 feet. There we go. And that'll be it for me.
Alright. Bear's going to make a charge at Frecky. Fighting Frecky for 7.
Would he have healed to full that night?
Yes.
Okay.
This bear's coming up to you. I'm just going to miss.
Excellent.
The guard unit are going to prepare their arrows and let loose.
Since it's only half a unit, they only get 3.5 points.
Nope, it's the same. It's the same you had the unit last time.
Yeah, I just seem to recall them having less volley points because it was only 4 of the 8.
Nope.
Okay.
You've never seen the full unit attack yet.
That's fine. I'm not concerned, I was just wondering.
They will kill the bear you shot at.
Nice.
Bear at the bottom is going to charge at Frecky as well. And miss. Goes to Alferus. Who's going to get to here and attack this bear. And hit. Final bear is going to move around, so he's not going to be able to charge and hit Frecky, but miss.
Hit
and that one's
miss.
dead. Aramis.
Frecky's going to cleave, starting in the bottom corner. Is 15 a hit? No, it'll be minus the 1, 2, so 14.
That'll be a miss.
I suspected as much. Aramis is going to rapid shot this bear in front of him.
First one will hit. The second one will miss. And the third one will hit.
Okay. And that's me.
Bear down below is going to attack Frecky. And miss. The bear next to you will attack you. And hit you twice for 10. Guard unit will fire. Getting the one next to you. Bear down below is going to attack Frecky and hit Frecky for 7. Bear's is going to move down and just channel because he's not going to be able to get close to attack. He heals both you and Frecky for 13. Bear down below. Going to 5 step over and attack Frecky, hitting Frecky for 6. Aramis.
Just gonna fire at this bear that just moved into an open line of sight. Rapid shot.
First one will hit, second one will hit, and the third one will hit.
Frecky's gonna cleave in the same order. Oh, that might even trip.
You're doing left to right.
Bottom corner, so this one.
Alright. Right to left.
Yep. Oh, does that confirm as well?
Give me a second.
I refuse. But alright.
First one is a trip. That will be a confirm. And is a trip.
I'm guessing a 15 misses.
And 15 misses.
Which one of those bears looks the most wounded?
The one directly south of Frecky.
The middle one. Okay.
Yes.
That's the one he's going to use as attack of opportunity on.
The bear in the corner is going to stand up. And attack Frecky. And hit Frecky for 4.
Okay.
The guard unit is pretty much blocked by trees. They're going to spend their turn moving around. They're here. The bear in the middle is going to stand up. Do your attack.
15's a miss.
And it will attack Frecky. And hit Frecky for 5. Rose is going to get over to here and attack this bear and attack the floor. Bear just got attacked. What? Tried to attack by a Ferris is hitting Frecky for 12. Aramis.
Gonna rapid shoot again at the same bear. 16, 21, and 14.
21 will hit.
And Frecky's gonna cleave, starting with the one he's got flanking on. And miss.
And miss. Bear's gonna 5-foot up and attack Frecky. Frecky will get hit for 7. and the guard unit will shoot. Killing these two bears just to the south and east of Freki. Gustav Ferris is going to focus it down, attack with his longsword again, and miss. And that bear is going to attack Freki and hit Freki for 6. Aramis.
He's gonna continue his barrage on that other bear. Doing as little damage as possible.
4 and 3, and it will die.
Cool. I call Freki over. And I will cast Cure Light Winds on him. Which apparently doesn't
You
roll
haven't got
the thing. So it's 1d8 plus 1.
By roll 20 is broken. No, it's 1d8 plus 5.
13 maximum. And I will attempt to recover the guard unit's arrows.
There you go, I put in the healing for you.
Thank you. Thought you were going to expand that. Did you forget?
They get 45 of the 84 arrows back.
Okay.
And yes, I need to expand it. I need to find a better way of doing it because it's just a long line of rolls.
Yeah. Just tracking out their arrows on fort supplies. And yeah, if we spend some time skinning and whatnot the bears. While I'm doing that, I have Alvarez check the area, make sure there's nothing around.
You get 5 pelts and 30 days worth of meat.
Okay. Gonna put straight on fort supplies.
Yep.
How's what's his name? Mr. Dwarf doing on all of his coats?
He has 3 days left of the one he's working on.
And that'll be the second one in the fort or the first one?
It should be the second one in the fort.
Okay. And yeah, after that we head out to the ruins.
Not before I do XP.
Oh yeah, good idea. I like XP.
Don't know why XP is gross.
Tastes great.
Breakfast cereal. Yeah, 13 XP.
Oh, I missed a freaking number.
Good thing you're on both the same XP.
Yep. I mean, I'd already done it, but you know. No one here?
As you get back here, don't see anyone around.
Cool. We get right to work. Good job our Ferris rolled well, because I didn't.
And the base cards pulling their weight.
Well, this is the good 4, rather than the shit 4 that I had last time.
Possibly. And as you get to working, you hear people approaching.
I would have cast alarm as well. Not that it makes much of a difference as I heard them approaching.
Nope. Roll initiative as you hear yells of battle.
Do I get the feeling that they'd set up an ambush?
Well, it's up for you to decide.
How soon after getting there did they did this happen?
About an hour afterwards.
Oh, okay. Then I don't think it was an ambush.
As one of the orcs comes charging in for your guard unit. And hitting the floor.
Nice.
The guard unit are gonna draw their swords and attack. Hitting the orc for 22.
cry out to Alferis, is there anything you can do about this darkness?
I can light up something. As an orc comes in from behind and attacks your guard unit. Hitting the guard unit for 16.
Ouch. What is the max health of the guard unit?
52.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Another orc comes around to attack Freki. Hitting Freki for 18.
Ouch.
Aramis.
I am going to fire at this orc bandit right in front of me. Rapid shot.
Oh, the first one's a miss. The second will hit for 11.
Oh yeah, he's an orc.
Yep, and the third one will miss.
And the Freki's gonna bite this orc right in front of him. Power bite.
That'll be a miss.
15's a miss, okay.
The more orcs approaching. Yourself first, and he's still going to ask if you want a light.
No, but I think we can see enough for now. Can you shoot some heal off on Freki?
He's going to do a channel. Heal for 9.
Oh yeah, the guards, I forgot they were damaged.
Yeah. And Alvarez will not heal the 2 that have been hit.
Sounds good.
Alvarez will then fight a step down to here. Orban at the bottom is going to attack the guard unit again. Oh, and crit the unit.
Ouch.
I'm pretty sure the unit is immune to crits. Double check.
Are there specific rules for units?
Yes.
Cool.
Doesn't say they aren't. So this guy will deal... Oh, I'm drawing, it's not drawing. 31 damage to the guard unit.
Ouch.
Guard unit will attack back at that orc with their swords. Dealing 14 damage to him. Orban up top is going to attack Alferis as he notices him healing everybody. Hitting Alferis for 15. Orban down below will attack Freki and miss. Aramis.
He's gonna rapid shoot the orc bandit that just attacked Alferis. Actually, he's gonna take a 5-foot step and then do it. I can make a 5-foot step and still rapid shoot, right?
Yes.
Yep, I'm gonna step to there and then rapid shoot this guy.
First one will hit for 12. Second one will hit for 10. and the third will hit for 12 and kill him.
Cool. Frecky's gonna cleave these two at the bottom, starting with this one.
That'll hit for 15.
Is it trip?
I am checking now. That does not trip.
Okay.
And that'll hit. Yep, that'll hit for 14.
Cool. Is there a wall here?
Yes.
Okay.
Bat's going to move up and attack Frecky.
Cool.
And
Don't have to worry about it now.
hit Frecky for 16. The bandit's moving up to attack Alferus. Hitting Alferus for 21.
Ouch. Alferus stood up.
Yep, he's down to 9. Orc bandit down below is going to attack Frecky. And hit Frecky for 12. Goes back to Alferus.
I suggest he uses both his channels.
He's going to be healing one of the bandits if he does.
It's okay. Everyone else, everyone's already hurt, so.
Heal 15. He's going to heal the bandit to the bottom left.
Okay.
Then he'll use his move to channel again for another 9.
So that's 4 charges gone so far today.
Yep, he's down to 2.
He gets 7 a day and he's used 4 charges, so shouldn't he be down to 3?
He used 1 during the bear battle.
Ah, okay.
Rose is then going to 5 step down to here. No, he can't because he moved. So he can't. This old bandit down below is going to 5 step up and attack the guard units. And hit for 12. Guard unit will attack back with their swords, hitting him for 21 and killing that orc bandit. That other one is dead. The one down below is going to attack Frecky and hit Frecky for 11. Aramis.
All those heals would have killed him. Aramis is going to fire at the other orc bandit attacking Alferus. Rapid shot.
That'll hit for 6 and 10 and 6.
Okay. Frecky's going to cleave in the same order. And miss on the first one.
Yep, that'll be miss.
Would have tripped too.
Orc bandit to the left is going to attack Frecky. And miss. One up top is going to attack Alferus. And it's Alferus for 13.